side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon'
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 185. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 182.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now, there's also a flag to go with it. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Carr to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball to the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
From Iowa State, David Montgomery. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Haskins on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 35-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Slam, slam, slam. Check, check, check.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Carr, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
You better be afraid of me. Check. Press that. Press right there. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Hey, down. 180. 58, come on. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 32-yard line. Mike down. 180. I got it.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Bears nothing. Down. 185. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On the draw, Richard. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
2nd down, Haskins. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. First catch there for the rookie Ridley, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Check, 59.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check three. Undercrush. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Carr got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Carr finding some room at midfield. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
93.
Throwing his car on third down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On first and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. This is caught by Robinson. 14 yards into Chicago first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Third and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. You get blocked, me. You get it.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
What now? 185. Yeah. Right. He's done.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's Williams. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Now! 59, Mike. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 280. 280.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Williams. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Cohen. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
At the 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 24. Check 24.
They try again with Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 41, Haskins. Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's Haskins. And Robinson with a... And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Some good punch. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Show me that.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They go play action with Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Bears have taken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, it's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 31, Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr gives to Rashard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. Monday down. Lady. White Monday down.
On play action. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. On the ground, Rashard. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Third down. Here's Haskins. The screen pass here to Cohen. A spin. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again, it's Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Hey, 734. Hey, Sue.
To throw is Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams with time running out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Now Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Chicago, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, that like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my man good, but not too good.